philosophy is entrenched in positive social change. Impact100 Nashville is a group of women who generously provide grants, and the results are changing lives.
That's right. Michelle and Dot are here. And Michelle, you're with Impact100. Dot, you are a recipient of one of the incredible grants by this organization. How did you all meet?
Through Impact, yeah. You've actually been part of two, right?
I have.
Two different giving seasons, 2021 and 2022.
And Impact100 is a remarkable grant-making organization in Nashville. Nashville's very fortunate to have them. Yeah. And so I've had the opportunity to work with them twice. They make a difference. They kind of put the impact in Impact100.
I love that.
Exactly.
I love that.
Michelle, so explain how Impact100 works and really the goal behind this group.
I'm glad you asked. So Impact100 Nashville is a group of women. We join and pool our philanthropic and financial power to create social change in our communities. So actually this November, we will have given away $1 million to local nonprofits, to over 20 nonprofits. And our model is very simple. It's one woman, one vote, and one woman, $1,000 and one vote. And we really try to focus on nonprofits that are ending the cycle of whatever their mission is, whether it be they're working with poverty, if they're working with homelessness, if they're working with illiteracy. We are working with nonprofits who are breaking the cycle because we really want to solve the problems in Nashville.
That is such a beautiful thing. Well, Dot, talk to me about Crossroads Campus and how this grant has impacted your organization.
Happy to do that. Crossroads Campus has been around since 2010, and this is an organization that focuses on people, pets, and pathways. We work with young adults who are sometimes called disconnected. They are not working, not earning a living wage, and they're not in school. There are over 9,000 young adults who are unstably housed in the Nashville area. 1,100 of them are outright homeless. So we provide affordable housing. We provide job training in pet-related careers at Crossroads. And one of those is the new grooming school. And that's how we connected with Impact100. You may not know this, but a groomer in Nashville makes between $50,000 and $80,000 a year. A livable wage. It's a low barrier career. They can, within 6 months, be trained and then go out, and there's tremendous high demand. So if someone does not have a job that pays a living wage, they're not going to be stably housed. So if we can train them for a career and help them develop the pathway for affordable housing, that's how you break the cycle of intergenerational poverty. That's how we connected with Impact100.
Right, and that grant from Impact100 allowed you to open up your doors to so many more people. Really incredible. Now, we do need to talk about how these organizations apply for these grants. What are the requirements?
We're focused on, as I said earlier, people who are ending the cycle of whatever their mission is. We do have some financial requirements. We have some years that they have been around, just to make sure that we are good stewards of our members' money. But the grant cycle is very vigorous, and we get a lot of attention on that. And even our nonprofits say we make them better because they have to sit down and think about, why do they want this money? What are we about? What will we do with it? And it brings them together as a collective. So we open up an LOI where we just have them give a letter of intent of what they would do with the money. We usually get between 100, 125 LOIs. Then we have a grant committee made up of members that reviews all of the LOIs and narrows it down to probably about 14 or 15 that provide full-on grants. So then they write a full-on grant with financial information. From there, our grant committee narrows it down to about 5 where we actually go on site. We meet board members, we meet recipients of their services, we meet staff members if they have them, and all of our members are welcome to join the on-site visits. And then from the on-site visit, we narrow it down to the finalists who are invited to our voting event, which is a big event with great food, lots of fun, and they present, and then that night our members vote on where the money is going to go.
Incredible.
Yeah.
$1 million to these
love
beautiful
that.
organizations. Thank you so much for both of you for what you're doing. Empower women and transform lives in the community. Make an impact at nashville.impact100council.org. Thank you so much, ladies.